Good morning. Today I'm with Bob Kraft, an American pastor and missionary who lives in Hawaii. It's an honor to have you with us, sir.
Thank you. I'm always glad to be here. But I just want to say I'm also from Hong Kong.
Yes, yes.
So both places.
But currently you live in Hawaii, right?
Right. I'm here in Hawaii now.
All right. Can you tell us what is the situation regarding the fires in Hawaii?
Well, I live in Honolulu, and the next island over is called Maui. Maui is where they've had the destruction, so great destruction and loss of lives. As of this morning, it's 111 loss of life. And I think that number will go up dramatically because they've only been able to search about 50% of the fire areas. And here on this island, which is called Oahu, we've actually had fires too, but they were small and they were put out. And all the people in Hawaii are grieving because of the loss of life on Maui.
Okay, all right, so it's in your surroundings, it is not dangerous right now.
No, it's not dangerous here. You know, we have to be on guard because we've had a dry spell on the island. And what caused the fires was we had high wind. We had a typhoon nearby, and it created a lot of wind, but no rain. So we had, even on my island, we had high wind, and that created down power lines. And then the power lines sparked the fire.
All right. So the cause of the fire is natural, right?
Well, it's down power lines caused by high wind. That's what they think caused the fire.
Okay. And how many victims are there?
Right now, as of this morning, there's 111, but they expect that number to go up dramatically, and that includes children, entire families.
So why are there so many victims? Whose fault is it?
Well, the state of Hawaii has older construction, houses and buildings that are made out of wood, and they're about 100 years old. On that particular island of Maui, there are many buildings like that. So when they had a spark hit the building, it just went up just like this very quickly, and there was no way to put it out. There wasn't that much concrete. It was all wooden buildings.
Right, so couldn't it have been prevented, the fires?
Well, I think with the construction, you know, I think the state government here is going to look into this carefully. But with the construction here being very old and made of wood, I think there is really no way to solve that problem. They're trying to talk about how they're going to get more water pumped into certain areas where they can use it to put out the fires.
It's said that there are a large number of victims. There are children. Is that true?
Right. Yeah, that's true. And sadly, there are stories coming out now where people were trying to escape in there. It was very quick, and they were surrounded by the fire. They tried to escape in their cars. The family would try to escape in their car, and they couldn't get out of the fire. And so they either suffocated and then they burned to death. And that included children in the back seats. So that's a very sad thing. There are many Christians that are in Hawaii. There's a lot of churches here. So we do need to be praying for everybody here who's been impacted.
And who helps the victims? Are there an organization or it's government?
Well, there are many people. The state is very a kind and giving state. The people who live here, the natives who live here, including myself. So what happens is there's a lot of people trying to help, including the government. There are private organizations. There are like Red Cross, Salvation Army. Actually, Salvation Army asked me to go to Maui, and I'm waiting to hear back from them to help out as a responder, first responder. But so far, I haven't heard back that they're flying me over. But there are many people that are helping, but the needs are really overwhelming. You know, people lost everything. They lost their home. They lost all their clothing. They have no food and no water. So no transportation and no internet. They don't even have phone service there. even as it's a week later, even as this date, they have no phone service or electricity.
And what are the projections for spreading or stopping the fire?
Well, they don't know about the deaths yet. I suspect the deaths are going to be very, very high. Right now, like I said, it's 111 as of this morning, but I think that could double, or maybe even go higher than that, because they're searching the fire areas now. People jumped into the sea to escape the fire. It's going to take months or even years to recover. You know, there was one town that's been on all the international news media that was completely destroyed. The town was leveled. And of course, there are other areas on that island where they had fires, but they weren't so hardly impacted as that particular town.
All right. Thank you, Pastor, that you had time to speak with us. Thank you for the interview, and we are praying for you, and we are in touch, and maybe we could speak next time if we are moved to help the people in Maui.
Sure, I'll be glad to. If I do go to Maui, which I'm prepared to go, I would be there 1 week or 2 weeks, and I would not be able to be contacted because at this point they have no internet, they have no phone service, so it would be tough to do a live interview from Maui. But I would be willing to try.
Right. So we are in touch. Thank you very much. Today we were with Bob Kraft, American pastor and missionary from Hawaii. Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
God bless you.